Hey, Jantans and Jantanites, it's Jason Desmond from the Jantan Collective. How you doing? And welcome to another edition of What's Up With That, where we question, we learn, and of course, most importantly, we grow. Please do like and subscribe below and even comment because we want to hear from you. If there's something that we spoke about before or if there's something that you think we should be talking about, please do get in touch because whatever you say, whatever you think is mucho importante to us. Now, um, we live in pretty strange times, I suppose. Look at me, I'm freaking working from home here. Um, Call it the circuit breaker, the MCO, the lockdown, wherever it is that you can come from. This pandemic has affected all of us. It's affected people's lives. It's affected their businesses. It's affected their jobs. Some people have lost their jobs. Now, if you're one of those, or if you know someone who has lost their job, what should you do? Right? Should you get into business? How do you get into business? In fact, if business is on your mind, what business specifically should you get into? Comment below. We want to hear from you. Now, one of the hardest hit industries because of COVID was obviously the aviation industry, because people can't fly, the tourism industry, whatnot. In fact, Malaysia's aviation industry, I'm just looking at the numbers here, lost 13 billion ringgit in 2020. What's up with that? And today we're speaking to Captain Azrin Muhammad Zawawi, who shot to fame really thanks to him wearing his aviation outfit, his captain's outfit, his pilot's outfit while working at his. I mean, he started up his own makan place. And Captain Azrin, how are you?
Good. I'm fine. Thank you. How are you, JD?
I'm doing good. And the last time we spoke was on my radio show, and
Yeah, is on the Light FM, right?
yeah. When was that? A couple of months ago already at this
I
point.
think 2 months ago.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you were busy, you're in your car, and then you made some time for us to chit chat and everything. I just want to say one thing right now. I'm just noticing something.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a t-shirt you're wearing, or is that
My new uniform is a T-shirt.
oh my god,
Uh,
it's got your stripes on it.
yeah, I got 4 stripe and with a tie, printed tie.
Oh my God, that is brilliant. We're
With
gonna talk a little bit
with
about that in a while because
uh,
why, and I'm sure there's a reason for it. But
yeah,
uh, how have you been since my I last spoke to you?
yeah. Doing very well, and it's sustainable. My business because I have my own customer since viral time
Mm,
until now, and most of them still support me.
awesome.
Uh,
I've still yet
so
to come over. I promised I would, but then MCO 2.0 hit, and then after that, travel restrictions and all that. But
yeah,
the first time I ever heard your name crop up was on some viral website, and you shot to fame really nationally and internationally because friends of mine in Singapore asking me about this, and friends of mine in the Netherlands were saying, "Hey, there's a guy in Malaysia who's at his food stall wearing a pilot's uniform. You got really huge. Has your life
yes,
changed at all? Because do you see yourself as a food stall owner, as a hawker, as a captain, or as a little bit of a celebrity right now?"
all basically as a pilot, as a celebrities, as a hawker. You know what, JD? I received a message from Germany.
Right.
From Germany contacted me through FB, and he told me, Captain, I got your news in the Germany news. I'm shocked. Really? And then I asked him to send me a link, and it came out in their news.
It came out
Wow.
in all over Europe, and I'm pretty sure people in the US heard about it as well. Now,
Yes.
did he say anything? Was he also a pilot or something? That guy?
No. Yeah, I think he is a businessman. But I got so many message from all over the world, and most of them is from Europe, America, and also Australia, and recently from Indonesia.
How does it feel? I mean, I mean, like most Malaysians were like, oh, we want to be celebrity, but they're big time in Malaysia. But you're internationally known for number one, it was a tragic moment in your life when you had to get
Yes.
into this, and then now you're internationally. Now, how does that feel?
I do not know. I feel like I feel like I'm in a shock because never happened in my life and unintentionally and and then something new for me. So until now, I try to adapt with this situation. Until now, when we spoke last time,
Yeah,
I still unemployed. I've been retrenched, right?
yeah, yeah.
I've been
Yep.
retrenched at that time.
Mm-mm.
But I'm so lucky they called me back.
Wait, when?
Started on the 1st December. I got
Wait, first.
retrenched. I got retrenched on the 1st November.
Yeah.
1 month after that, they retracted the retrench letter and they absorbed me back in the company.
Wait, this is just recently.
Yes, just recently.
So you're back.
About
Ah,
2 months back. Yes.
okay.
That's why I
Wow.
cannot wear uniform. I cannot
Okay.
wear uniform at the store now
Now
because
I
of
understand why you made this T-shirt. Okay, okay,
yes,
cool.
because it's a company policy.
Right.
So I just obey their policy, and I just did my own design similar to pilot uniform.
So what's the deal now, though? That means you're back with MES. No, Malindo.
Malindo, uh,
Malindo.
I back with Malindo.
Okay.
Maybe they are expanding. They need
Okay.
more pilot.
But what are you flying? You can't. There's nowhere to go right now, right? Because of MCO 2.0, right?
Before PKP2 is
Mm.
quite good. They start to fly domestic,
Right.
and we had a few flights to Langkawi, Kuching, Kinabalu, and we have charter flights to Dhaka,
Right.
to India,
Right.
China,
So
and
you're back. You are back. Oh my god.
yes, that's why when people call me for interview, it's quite difficult for me to explain.
Right.
Some of them they went, Captain, please wear your uniform during
Yeah.
the interview. I
Because
said,
I
cannot.
know you, and it's still hard for you to explain to me because
Uh,
I spoke to you like maybe three months ago or 4 months ago, roughly, right?
yes, so
Yeah.
it's a kind different story already.
Yeah.
And some of the live interview I cannot attend
Right.
uh, because of restriction from the company.
When you first heard of COVID, did you start to wonder this is gonna be bad? This is gonna affect my
After 5 months,
mm.
because COVID started basically February,
Yeah.
but it's well known in March.
Yes. March 18th, I think we hit our first
My
MCO.
first
Yeah.
MCO. Yeah. So until after 5 months, and when we see, uh, looking at our roster, keep canceling the flight.
Right.
That means something wrong.
What does that mean when your roster does your salary get affected?
Yes,
Right.
uh, almost 95% pay cut. We only receive 5% of pay every month.
The rest is all based on how much you fly.
Based on the daily lah, how many days you work and divide
Okay.
by your basic pay, and
Right.
that much money you get lah, every month.
Right. Okay. Wow.
So initial roster came out. They rostered you for 10 days,
Mm.
but 1 week before they cancel the flight. Until I think month of July,
Mm.
I have no flights. So
Oh my
my
god.
income that time zero. First time in my life I received payslip with zero.
But you're still getting a pay slip.
Yes, still getting the payslip, but zero. The numbers there was zero.
Right. How did your family take that?
No, we already discussed along since April.
Oh, you
Already
expected this
discussed,
already.
expected.
Right.
So we might get, we have to change our life. And then I told them, because I have some saving, and same goes to my wife. She has her saving also.
Mm.
We use up that money until October lah.
Right.
Until October, where we have a minimum amount of money that we need to do something.
Did you panic a bit, or was it very very worrying at the time?
Very very worrying at that time,
Mm.
because when you have when you use your reserve money, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Something is not right when
Yeah.
when it's your saving money goes into beyond your reserve money.
Yeah.
So actually, I already discussed with my family since June to start the business.
Okay.
But a lot of issue that we need to further discuss in terms of time with family and a lot of things, more on the family matters.
Right.
So because we need to put full commitment when we
Mm.
do something,
Oh, I see.
especially on
So
business.
how much time at home? Who's at the
How much
business?
time
Who's
at home?
running?
How much time with your with my children?
Because they're also going to school and everything, right?
Yes, how to monitor them
Right.
if they do uh, online class.
Right. Right.
So
Who's
it
going to be
took
at home
about
with them?
yes, we took about 4 months before we finally start our business.
Okay.
A lot of discussion along that 4 months. It's
Was
not
Captain
easy.
Corner the first business you thought of, or there were other ideas that you were thinking of?
No, only Captain Corner.
I
We
see.
already decided to do something that at very minimum cost.
Right.
So in case we fail, uh, we only lose out uh,
Mm.
only not much money.
Okay.
So a lot of things we have discussed.
But you've never been a hawker before, or even soul food. Why even think of doing
Uh,
that?
no, we've been I've been as a hawker before. For the past few years, we sell food at Pasar Ramadan.
Oh, right. So you
Ah,
have some experience.
yes.
Okay.
Uh, and then I think we did it for the past 5 years.
Okay.
And my mother-in-law cook, and myself and my wife we sell it at Pasar
Okay.
Ramadan.
Was
So
it
I
something
had
that they've always been doing? Was her family always into food?
yeah,
Oh,
my wife family.
okay.
Before that, it's their income lah. I just help them.
Right, right.
Now is my main income.
Okay.
I told them now I need to take in charge of the
Oh,
business
you were
lah.
the apprentice. Now you are the master.
I'm so glad because they understand, and
Mm-hmm.
then so they helps me a lot.
Okay.
I really, I cannot say anything to them. They are very, very supportive. They
Right.
really support me. They know my situation and they really support me.
Were they concerned like this guy doesn't know how to cook? Wait, you know how to cook, right? At that point, did you know?
No, I zero knowledge of cooking. I can cook Maggie lah if you want.
So they said, I'm gonna get into business, but this guy doesn't know how to cook. So how lah?
Uh,
But you know about running a business then.
yeah, I have few friends
Hmm.
which is very good in the food business. So that's why with that within 4 months, I have a lot of discussion with my cook, with my friends, how to run the business. That within 4 months before I decided to run the business. That's
Right.
why it took 4 months. It's not easy. It's not easy for me. Maybe easy for others, but not for me.
Why? Was it a money thing? Was it a knowledge thing?
Not of money, because of my knowledge
Hmm.
and also that family things lah that I need
Right,
to
right. Okay, okay.
ensure that
Hmm.
when we start the business, we won't go through the hard time.
I remember you telling me that now at some point, this was like a couple of months back, right? When we first spoke, that even your kids get involved a bit nowadays.
Yeah, they're still helping me now.
Right.
And after they will go on the second session. I mean
Okay.
evening session.
Right, right.
And because I will start with two of us, myself and my wife,
Hmm.
to set up the stall, and then after five, my children will come and help me
Wait, what do you
because
mean after? That means you're there morning till night.
no, we start at 12 o'clock.
Okay, for lunch lah.
Lunch.
Right.
12 until 8 or 9 lah. The most until 9.
Mm-mm.
But because so many customers, it's not easy to handle with 2 person.
That's a good problem to have, isn't it?
Especially when you work with your wife.
Technically, at that point, who's the boss really? Because they always say happy wife, happy life. But when it
Yes.
comes to business, they always say don't do business with family and stuff like this. But yours is all family, though.
Yes.
How does that work?
All okay lah. Along the way, there's a argument lah. Sometimes there's argument between me
Right.
and my wife, but at the end, we the most important how to solve the problem. That's it. Whatever argument you have, the most important we want to know the result.
Right.
Uh, how to
But
solve the
what
problem.
arguments can there be? I mean, it's just running a stall. I mean, like most people would think,
Oh,
tell
not
me,
easy.
Azrin.
Not
I want to
easy.
hear.
How to set up? You want to put this thing? I want to put me on the left table. No, no, no. That one is not. Is you need to put on the right side. I say,
Oh,
what's the difference when you put left or right? Because
mm,
you will sitting in the center. Oh no, because the customer is coming from this way. There's a lot of argument,
right,
small
right.
small
It's
argument lah.
operational disagreements, lah. Right,
Yes.
right.
Mm.
Okay. But initially, the disagreements was in the early stages, or until now it's still happening.
Until now. But like I said, a wife always right lah.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Smart man, I tell you. But how is business nowadays, really?
Okay, because of my regular customer
Mm,
still supporting me. I do not know. Last time viral because of me.
yeah.
Uh, Now I think the viral now based on my food.
Actually,
So
tell us about that story about you going viral, right? So
uh,
the urban legend is like you would go into start cooking and start running the business in your captain's outfit, but that's not
yes,
really the true story, isn't it? What happened? Why
no.
were you going viral?
Okay, when I got retrenchment letter,
Mm,
that was on Friday. Friday. So on the next Monday, I need to surrender all the legal documents. But the most important is the airport pass. Airport
right.
pass, we need to surrender to the authority, Malaysia Airport Authority. So on the Monday, I went to KLIA. That
Mm.
was still under PKP bersyarat. I can't remember. Yeah,
Right,
you
right.
need a
Yeah.
letter. You need a
Yes.
letter to travel.
The first CMCO, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Mm,
So I told my colleague I've been to KLIA with my colleague, Manindo pilot also.
right.
So I told him the easiest way we just wear the uniform is easiest. So when we go through the roadblock
Mm,
and then
correct.
they will let you go.
Yeah.
And then after finish everything, I came back around 1 o'clock from KLIA. So at that time is the time where we set up the stall.
Yeah. You say you start at 12, or yeah.
Before this, we start at 2.
Right. Right. Okay.
After the viral, special request from our customer.
You start earlier.
They want us to start earlier.
Right.
We
But
just
if you're leaving from KLIA at 1
uh,
and then you start operations at 2,
2. So I reached USG at 1:30 something.
mm,
1:30 lah, 1:30.
right.
And then I helped my wife to set up the stall with the uniform.
Tak sempat
So
tukar baju lah. Right.
straight from the airport,
Right.
I went
Right.
straight to the stall.
Right.
So after everything finished, and then my wife told me, okay, we take one picture, your picture, my picture,
Right.
one photo, a few photos lah
Right.
for our memory.
Right.
Because after this you won't wearing any
You'll be
uniform
wearing it.
anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So I also that time I thought, okay, that's it lah.
Yeah.
I've
Bye bye
been
uniform.
bye uniform. Maybe quite long time also at that time. Maybe 2 or 3 years. So I
Mm-hmm.
said, okay lah. So she took my picture wearing uniform, and then at that night she posted in Facebook wall.
On the Captain Quarter
Her
page or what?
no, my wife
Right.
Facebook
Right.
wall, and then my dad copy and paste inside my dad Facebook wall.
Mm.
From there, my story viral.
Your dad. Your
Yes,
dad is gonna make you viral.
because my dad last time as a blogger.
Oh, right. Right.
So
Your dad's a blogger.
yes, last time,
All
and
right.
then he got so many friends. So
Mm.
his friend helped on viral.
And then my team saw it, and then we're like, shit, we have to call this guy, man. Like, he's a
Yeah.
pilot. He's like a real pilot.
On
And
the
he set up
next
a
day,
stall.
On the next day, I received a lot of call from all reporters. And I feel shocked. Hey, what happened? Suddenly, a lot of call coming,
Yeah.
calling for interview. I say, then my dad called lah, tell me, okay, this, blah, 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 blah. I say, oh, I see. The first guy contacted me, NST,
Mm.
on the same day, midnight. On the
Wow. It had, because it's very unusual. And then not long after, I think we called you, and then you had a chat with me on radio, and then it was like at that point you were still retrenched. You were
Yes,
still
still
running it, and I
retrenched.
think it was like maybe a few months or maybe a month into you starting up Captain's Corner, right?
Yeah, I started on the 23rd October. I think
Right.
you within 1 month lah.
A month, right? Yeah, I
Uh,
remember.
mm.
And instantly your business was boom already, right from the get go.
Because of I got full support from my colleague
Mm.
on the first week of my business. So a lot of my colleague, not from Malindo, not only from Malindo, uh, my previous colleague from Malaysia Airlines,
Mm.
from other airlines, they came to my store and they support me. So, but after the viral, and my income, my business gone about 3 times.
Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean 3 times? 3 times from the early days of your
Early
Captain's
days,
Corner, or
yes.
3 times how much you used to get as a pilot?
No, 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 not as a pilot. And so, example, for the first week, I'm selling only 50 bowls.
Hmm.
After the viral, I can sell about 150 bowls.
Oh wow,
Uh,
wow.
so that is the effect of viral lah.
What did you start with? What was the menu when you first started?
Same menu. We start with same menu. Uh, Mi kari ipoh,
Hmm.
bihun sup utara, laksa utara, and also rojak buah.
Right.
And now recently, we introduced a new menu for last 3 weeks.
Okay.
Every weekend only, we introduce pulut kuning on Saturday
Okay.
and cucu udang on Sunday.
Walama.
Cucu udang panas, we call it. So now I'm so busy every weekend. I have a lot of customer comes on the weekend.
So your it wasn't just mainly because when you go viral,
Mhm.
it's a one-time deal and it's cool for a while, and then
Yes.
sometimes the fame drops down after a while.
Yeah.
But your business has gotten even better.
Okay. Not to say better, but I can sustain my business. That
Right.
means when viral, there's a two types of customers. One, they come for because of viral, because of me as a
Hmm.
pilot, and some they come for the food.
Right.
Now, all the food lovers will still come to my stall,
Yeah.
and I have more than 100 regular customers.
And that's important for you because that's sustainable business already. They come for the food, and then by the way,
Uh,
this guy used to be a pilot. Instead of, hey,
yes,
let's go because he's a pilot, and then now he's selling food, right?
yes. So I always chit chat with my customers
Mm.
when they come for dine in,
Mm.
and I sat down with them and chit chat, and sometimes they give their opinion, suggestion.
Mm.
A lot of suggestion comes from my customer.
Right.
So we adjust from there.
Did you struggle a bit when MCO came about again?
No,
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Why? Because before MCO, 70% of my revenue or my sales came from takeaway customer.
Right, right,
Only 30% dine in.
right.
So now, even MCO, I still maintain on 70% of uh, takeaway, and another 30% I counter with deliveries. So I registered with Food Pandas
Mm.
and Grabs, and even I have my own rider.
Oh
So
my
we
God, really?
concentrate on that.
Right.
So basically, our sale is the same before MCO and after before MCO and even during MCO.
Do you feel like you're getting into more of a you are happy with the routine? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm quite happy with how much I'm getting. I from now on I sell food. Were you happy with that?
Yes, I'm so happy at the moment,
Hmm.
and I I have a few plans for the expansion, but not right now.
Right. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
we were talking about expansion at one point.
No, the one is to help my colleague
Yeah, yeah.
for my own business.
Okay.
For my own business.
Actually, how
So
are your colleagues doing? Are they because
some
not
of them
everyone
still
is doing well.
struggling. Yeah,
Yeah.
not everyone. Some of them are really struggling. And I just have one of my colleague. She uh, is a captain,
Hmm.
and she's selling the mango sticky rice.
All right.
So I told her, okay, you can put your fruits here. I will sell it for you. Uh,
Also, she preps it at home, and then you.
yes,
Okay.
and then just put your stuff at my stall, and I will sell it for you.
And how was that doing?
Okay.
Right.
The most important is how we promote. So because my admin in the uh, Facebook, Instagram is my father. So, so I hire my father to do all this job lah.
I
Because
love that. You have a social media manager and everything.
yes, so we just send a picture
Hmm.
or what story we want him to write, and then every day we keep update lah every day.
Wait, so he's still doing things from Kelantan?
Yeah, from Kelantan.
Oh my God.
Uh,
Talk about outsourcing, man. My
so
God.
all my customer wants to see my father.
Right. No,
Yeah,
I want to meet him too. Yeah, man.
yeah.
Jeez.
Where is your father? Because every comments he will reply.
Right.
So they wanted to see my father. I say, wait, one day after MCO, after the COVID thing's gone, and then my father will come.
Dude, that would be viral again. The
Uh,
moment that all the news portals are picking up. Oh, Captain Azrin's father is the one who handles his social media.
yeah,
Everybody come over again. That'd be
yeah.
brilliant. But it's very sad to hear about the colleagues not doing well still. I mean, like
Still,
at one point you said the flights resumed, and
mm-hmm.
then things were okay, but then nothing's happening for them. They haven't been
Nothing.
rehired.
Some of them rehired, but most of them still under unpaid leave
Okay.
for 1 year, at least for 1 year. So
Okay.
that means with zero income. So
Hmm.
they need to generate their own income. They are really struggling. So
Actually, on that, right? Because in your case, you've given the airline industry 20 years of your life. You're so passionate
yes,
about it. You
yes,
you got your own license even before you went into MES, and then you became a cadet and everything. And I'm pretty sure everyone in the airline industry is the same thing. How do you
yes.
feel about that? I mean, like when they say, you know what, thank you very much. Thanks for your services. Goodbye. Do you feel a bit
Uh,
unappreciated by them?
Not to say that because I don't blame them
Mm,
basically because of the situation. It's not only happened in Malaysia, so it's happening all over the world. I told my colleague also. So why you are frustrated? Of course, this is a human being. They feel initially they will feel sad,
yeah.
but you cannot blame anyone. It's happened all over the world, not only you, affected all over the world. So the thing is, the the impact is more on the airline industry,
Yeah.
airline tourism industry
Yeah.
directly. So that means you have to do something because you can't do anything. That because for us, for me as a Muslim, we just accept it. Just accept it. And last time you work hard, now you have to work harder
Yeah.
in order for you to survive. That's why when I have my business, I'm not even thinking I'm a pilot
Yeah.
at the moment. And so, because my main income is from my business.
Correct. That's what
Yeah.
I was wondering. Initially, when you got retrenched,
Mm,
you were like, I'm an airline pilot. I'm a
mm,
captain. who happens to be selling food also, who happens to be a hawker, who happens to be in the F&B business. But now you're an F&B entrepreneur, you're a hawker,
Mm-hmm.
you're doing well, and then your part-time thing in a way is also, by the way, I also fly. Is that how it
Yeah,
is now?
yeah. It's like, okay, now my main job now as a hawker,
Hmm.
my part time is flying
Right.
now in terms of income, but still my job is a pilot.
If
Uh,
things go back to normal, because the vaccine is out, Lord knows what's going to happen. I don't. Somebody like at one point they were saying, "Hey, people in the broadcast industry should get vaccinated because it's essential." I'm like, I don't know about that.
do you
If
offer
that,
yourself?
I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. I really don't know what this vaccine is going to do. To be honest with you, so I've been wondering about that. But if things go back to normal and then
Yes.
flights go like crazy again, would you start, maybe I want to fly, be a pilot again full time because I'm going to be very busy with that, and then this food thing I want to let my wife handle it. How's it going to work?
Yes, yes. I will go back full flying. So at the moment, I already trained my brother-in-law.
Mm,
So initially, my food is cooked by my mother-in-law.
mm,
Now I have a new cook, my brother-in-law. I already trained. I already asked my mother-in-law to train him.
mm.
So for the past 1 month, already a new cook. So in terms of management, I already transferred half of the apa responsibility to my wife.
Right,
So in the transition, we call it in the transition process now.
right.
So even after this, when I go back flying, I have no issue. So
But will you still show up at the stall?
still,
Yeah,
I
you
love to
still.
be there.
Right, right.
You know why? I love to see my customer.
Yeah.
That's why I want to be there every day.
Mm.
Especially when my customer call me, Captain, I'm going to your store in the afternoon. I see you there.
Are you allowed to say that in because thank you, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for flying, whatever it is. By the way, if you're in Malaysia, head over to Captain's Corner in USJ. Are you, are you allowed to say that?
No lah, I just said thank you for having here and blah blah blah. Please come again. And
I thought
it's
no,
like a
because
normal
I
business.
know for a fact when people fly and then they hear this is Captain Azrin Zawawi, they're like, oh my god, it's that cook. You know, they will want, because you're a celebrity. It's
My close friend, I will say like that lah.
right.
Okay,
No,
I'm ready for the takeoff now. Get ready.
because you're a
uh,
celebrity pilot now, not just a celebrity
and,
um stall owner, F&B entrepreneur. Do you think that had anything to do with, because the airlines was like, hey, this guy got big now, he's famous again now. Like,
no, I maybe others perception on me. Oh, you are now celebrities, Captain.
yeah.
You are very famous. But for me, I'm just doing my job. That's it.
Did they ask you about it when Malindo called you back?
Yeah, yeah. I have a close discussion with Malindo CEO
Mm,
and also head of PR,
right.
director of public relation, Malindo.
What does
So
that mean? That means what you can say, what you cannot say, is
what
it?
can or cannot do or and don'ts. So before I sign the acceptance lah.
Mm-mm.
So when both parties agree, and then okay lah. Yeah.
Wow. Is it at any point will we see the Captain's Corner F&B menu on Malindo flights?
Not yet.
I would love it if that could happen, man. Because like, yeah. But you also had you mentioned that you wanted to help your colleagues at one point when we talked about this a couple of
Yeah,
months
yeah. I
back.
still want. I want to help them, but I need some fun to do it.
But you
And
got busy, right?
I got my team.
Mm.
That I have my own team to handle it.
Can you tell us what
So
the plan is roughly? Is that still happening?
at the moment, the proposal already submitted.
Mm.
Now we're waiting for the budget approval. Once I got that approval, and then the work will start with the construction, everything, because it's empty space. So we need to uh, to start from zero.
Okay.
Uh, so
But is it only for ex-airline
the,
staff
what
to do this?
as I said before, only maybe we targeted only up to third generation. Third
Okay.
generation. We target only for third generation. After third generation, and the airlines back to normal. So everybody busy flying.
Yeah.
So that means, but the model is for two actually. One is food business over there, and also tourism for Selangor.
Oh, I see.
So when people come to Selangor, first place they want to go, they will go to Captain Corner Airline Village.
Right,
That
right.
is, that is our plan lah,
So
basically.
the airline village though, I mean, like,
Hmm.
is it just food or is it like can people what's the environment gonna be like? Is that gonna be like you're gonna buy a cockpit so that people can go in and take pictures and stuff like this? Is it one of those?
Cannot reveal yet.
Oh,
And once times come, we will announce.
okay. But it's mainly F&B.
Uh, God,
Got it.
that place is very special,
All right.
so special, and then that's why I really confident that that area will push uh, business for everyone, and also it's good for the state also.
Because USJ is a big population of people there, and also a lot of airline people live in that area, right?
No, we chose Subang,
Subang, right?
Subang area, Subang and USJ lah,
Mm-mm.
because of we did study, we the high buying power, the highest in Klang Valley is USJ and Taman Tun.
Really?
Yeah, the high power means, example, when you go to petrol station, people there will fill in full of fuel.
Okay.
Some other places, the people over there, they only pay for 20 ringgit, 30 ringgit, but not for Subang USJ people. So that's why we identified Subang is high buying power.
Mm.
Hmm. And is proven. It's proven.
And you've
So
pitched this idea to your colleagues already, and you know who's coming on board already.
yeah, I identified already. Some of them already booked the space, but as I said, because this place is so special, we need the food to sell there must tip top and very good taste.
Mm.
So even though you are my friend, but your food is not so good, we cannot accept it.
So, are you going to be QCing? Are you going because you're going to be the MD or CEO of the whole place, isn't it?
Not to say CEO lah, just to manage that place.
Right.
So we don't want to be like a normal stall that one place selling a same menu.
Yes.
We don't want that.
Yeah.
So must be a different menu. So we will control that.
Good, because sometimes you
Uh,
go to some warung area and then it's
uh,
like nasi ayam, nasi ayam, nasi ayam next to each other, and I'm like,
yes.
why do you do that, right? Yeah.
So it's not good business lah if
Yeah.
you do like that. And maybe your business won't last long.
Mm.
That's why we need to get a very good food. If you want to sell there, you must have a very good taste. And we have QC lah for
Right.
that.
What else do you think because a lot of people are still losing their jobs and the infection rate is still high-ish, I suppose. They say that
Yeah.
the recovery rate is very high, but it's still very, very high. So you have friends
Yes.
directly affected, you have family members directly affected by all this.
Yeah.
Businesses are still suffering. They opened up
Yes.
things already, but what else do you think the government can do to help?
Frankly speaking, I don't hope for the government to help me.
Mm,
Yeah. But if they have, very good for everybody.
mm,
Now, especially on the ICNA now they revise for second, what do you call it, with restriction
Yeah,
or
yeah.
the second group
Mm.
bersyarat.
Yes.
So they remove that. So maybe it's good for others that really need that money to do something, or need that money to pay their debts or pay their expenses. But what else government can help? And for me, I'm in Selangor. Actually, they have like Yayasan Koperasi, Yayasan Selangor, Koperasi Hijrah Selangor, and then a lot of training they can help on us. So that's why I told some of my colleagues, just go there, see them, ask their opinion, what they can help us at the moment. And some of them, they don't have any expertise. And I'm so lucky because my family, wife family, is good in food business. Some of them is zero. They don't have
Yeah.
this kind of opportunity. So that means they have to learn something. And so I guide them the proper channel, where to go, what you want to ask them. And some of them did. So, but then again, the government can help you in other than money, is only they will give you training, they will give you
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
some sort like that lah. And, but it's
Yeah.
quite difficult.
Incentives here and there lah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but incentive also,
But
how much they give?
you must help yourself lah.
How much they give you the money. So if you spend wrongly, it's useless. And that's why when you get that money, you have to be prepared. Before I get this money, I have my plan. But if you plan after you get the money, that's it.
Yeah. But that's the same with life, isn't it? Like a lot of people now taking their KWSP savings to spend and everything, which is a bit dangerous, I think. But obviously, you need the
Same.
money, right? I completely understand that. But generally, if people don't know how to cook, they can't get into the food business. So, what other things do you, as a businessman right now, not just as a F&B entrepreneur, but as a
Okay.
businessman, what else can people do?
Recently, I've been approached by a few guys. They are setting up the apps, delivery apps.
Mm.
So which is very good. So it's like Food Panda. Food Panda, Grab, but it's a local delivery company. But you must go in the IT also lah.
Right, right.
Not only you. I think you must have your own team lah. Your own team that even though you are not good in the IT, but you can ask your colleague which are good in that area and do it together.
Yeah.
And but few guys, I think 4 or 5 of them. So it's something new for me also. Say, wow, this is a very good idea. So a
Wait,
lot
this
of
is not.
things.
Is this not delivery sing? Is it?
Eh?
Because I recently met a bunch of guys from also pilots.
Huh?
They started delivery service.
Hmm.
Uh, they started with I think two friends who were they're two Punjabi guys.
Uh,
So they started this company called Delivery Sing, and I'm like, oh my god, it's brilliant, right?
yes, yes, some sort like that.
Yeah.
It's a delivery company because now, example, like Food Panda,
Mm.
they will get 30% from our sale.
30%.
30%. On top of 30%, they will tax you on the SST 6%.
Oh my god.
6% out of 30%. On top of 30%.
And you're okay with that? I mean, your margins are okay.
So it depends. So small store like us, we just mark up the price
Right.
up to the customer. If they want to order through Foodpanda, they will order.
Right.
Other than that, if they want to come direct to our store, also can.
Hmm.
So, but eventually,
30% though. Wow.
so that's why a lot of company now they are doing the same way, but smaller margin.
Hmm.
So it's good for everyone.
For everybody,
Yeah,
right?
good for their company and good for us also, and
Right.
good for the customer also.
now I'm just wondering about how things are gonna be because you're gonna be flying again. If
Mm-hmm.
you then you're gonna the airline village might happen.
Mm.
You definitely if things go back to normal, you're gonna be flying even more again. So how are things gonna progress? What do you see 2021 as like for you?
2021, I'm what I see is still the same. It's not easy for the airline
Mhm.
to bounce back. It's not easy to gain confidence level from the people to travel. It's not easy. Like you yourself, you want to travel. Maybe Malaysia is safe,
Yeah,
but you want to travel to India. How do you know India is safer than Malaysia? The
correct.
confidence level of the people is not, so will take some time lah to recover. So for me, 2021 is still recovering, but a bit slow. So my expectation is 3 years. 3 years.
Wow.
The fastest
Okay.
is 3 years. So my plan for my business at least 3 years. So I must
Okay.
sustain my business minimum 3 years.
Do you worry about how to sustain it?
A bit,
Yeah.
but it depends on the situation also jadi.
Mm.
And I will in I'm not worried about my business. My business, I'm worried about expansion. The
Right.
current
Okay.
one is okay for me. I can live with this current income, but I'm worried about expansion. I'm worried about expansion. So I have to go for further discussion, and I need to learn a lot. Jadi I
Right.
need
Right.
to learn a lot, and for me, every day is a learning process.
Right.
So that's why I need to be at the store, because I some of my regular customers is my advisor. They are my
I see.
advisor.
So for people, if you're thinking 3 years, things are still going to be relatively will not go back to normal for at least another 3 years. That means people are probably going to be continuing to lose their jobs, or they're going to have
Yeah.
to switch or something. So, do
No,
you advise?
uh, I
Sorry,
mean
what?
3 years back to normal.
Mm-mm.
3 years, that means back to the normal normal situation lah,
Right. So,
at
in
last
this
time.
3 years, if people are also job wise not stable, do you think they should start a business like you?
Yeah. They need to diversify.
Mm.
Now it's time to diversify your knowledge, your skill, which I should learn before.
Right. Do you wish like Alama? Last time I
ah,
should have gone to
yes,
business school, MBA,
I
whatever it is.
regretted.
Right.
I'm supposed to learn this well before, and so I gain more.
How different would you think things would be if you had taken like an MBA or went to business school? Would you have done things differently?
No idea.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Because thing happen like this lah. Like
Yeah.
it's in the short time period, it's flipped 180 degrees,
Yeah.
unexpected. So the only thing is how you manage it.
Yeah. So for someone who wants to start a business, and let's say it's not food that they want to get into, any business lah, what would you say they need to number one do mentally, what do they need to be prepared for, and also like time wise, because it's like you put in a lot of time for Captain's Corner. What do
Yes.
they need to be prepared for if they want to get into business during this pandemic?
Okay. Number one is yourself.
Mm.
You must accept what have happened to you lah. Then you have to forget everything.
Yeah.
That means you have to start from zero. So you need to put your mind in the positive way. So I can do it. I always said I can do it. How hard, but still can do it. And before you start something, you need to learn first. That's why, as I said before, I need 4 months to study, and before I start my business. So, and third one, do not scared of failure.
Mm.
If
Mm.
you unlucky, you might fail, but if you fail one time, it doesn't mean that you fail. So basically, uh, but the most important thing is, uh, with the current situation, not to try with big amount of money to start your
Mm.
business. That is the most, unless you have extra money. But
Yeah.
I'm decided to open up the store because I just use less than 1,000 ringgit to start
Huh.
my business. Yes, less than
Wow.
1,000. That is my capital of my business.
Wow.
Only less than 1,000. So if I fail,
It's only 1,000.
it's only 1,000.
Yeah.
So if you go straight to the restaurant, so there's a big commitment for you. So you have to pay 3 months in advance, and
Mm.
then utilities you need to pay, and also now the trend right now, people don't like to eat in the confined area.
Yeah.
They will go to open space restaurant, open space area to eat. So try to get that kind of business in terms of food and food industries.
Right.
So or you go for online business, and but the most important, be positive lah. You, and as I said, work harder. Last time you work hard, now
Yeah.
you have to work harder.
Yeah.
And so I'm not to say that I'm a captain. No,
Mm.
captain is only a pangkat for you lah. And only, but the most important is people pay you based on your responsibility.
Yes.
Yes, that they pay me as a pilot because of my responsibility as a captain. That's why they pay that such of money.
Yeah.
Now my customer pay me 7 ringgit per bowl. Is my responsibility to give them very good food to
Yeah.
eat.
Has it like cause but as a pilot, your job send them from point A to point B if they're safe, on time, everything,
Yes,
customer satisfaction, yes. But
yes.
you don't see it directly. You kind of hear about it. People are happy with the airline or whatever. But now you actually hear it directly from them. Is it different?
Yes, different because as a pilot, you only sit inside the cockpit.
Mm,
Very seldom you communicate with your customer, with your passengers. Most of them in the cabin is talking to our cabin crew.
yeah.
Pilot only do announcement, ladies and gentlemen, we are going for to Kuching, flying at blah 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 blah. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So when you do business, deal directly with them. So totally different. Now I can feel how cabin crew feel in the cabin when they handling the passengers. Now I feel it.
Now you appreciate them a bit more, is
Yeah,
it?
when I saw them in my stall, the cabin crew, ex cabin crew, they came to my. I really appreciate you all. You all did very good job in the cabin, and I facing similar
Mm.
case in my stall. So it's a good thing for me lah. I love it. I love it. I love it to communicate with them.
New perspective, right?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, if you don't mind, before you go, because I can't stop but look at your T-shirt that you have on. So this is the official Captain's Corner baju, but you also have an official pilot's baju right now that you're
Yes.
back flying. I at some point when MCO is lifted or whatever, I want to start traveling again. I want to fly again, go here, go there, right?
Yeah.
But and I know you're with the airlines again right now. I just want to get some feedback. How are the planes doing? They've been on the tarmac for so long,
Mm-hmm.
like they haven't flown, they haven't moved. How, are the engineers working extra hard just to keep them
Yeah, yeah, they
running?
are working. They are working because it's like a car. If you don't move, if you don't drive your car in 1 week, something will happen.
Correct. Yeah.
Battery will dead, and this everything lah.
Yeah.
Same goes to aircraft. Aircraft is designed to fly.
Yeah.
They cannot be on the ground.
Yeah.
So for them, engineer, they will work all day time lah to keep That's why when you see aircraft in the tarmac, all equipment or instrument is covered. They
Right.
are covered by by the special cover lah to
Materials, right?
yes.
But
And
because we keep hearing about like the Sriwijaya crash and whatnot, right? So like,
yeah,
are the planes like our because we don't know how long they haven't been flying.
yes,
Some point something's gonna. So is it safe to fly again?
yes, of course it's safe. That's why pilot they were trained to handle in emergency situation. So we were trained like that. Every 6 months we went for the training in emergency.
Right.
So even though it's overlooked by someone to repair, but as a pilot, we should know how to handle the situation. That's why we train our pilot every 6 months to handle the emergency.
Right. You
But
sound like you're excited to be back.
yeah, because you know why? Because I love to train pilot.
Right.
I'm a trainer. That's why
Right.
I love to train them. I love to train my pilot to be the best pilot in the world.
And then with it's hard though. I mean, when people wanting to be pilots right now, they're like, "Hey, there's you can't fly." So how? So pilots are back. Business is gonna be booming again. You think in 3 years time?
Yeah, I have a feeling that things will come back.
Yeah.
Things will come back. It's like dengue lah, dengue. That when dengue, now we are living with dengue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dengue
Yeah.
is still there.
Correct. Yeah.
Dengue is still there. We
Yeah.
are living with dengue.
Yeah.
Now with COVID-19, in future we have to live with COVID-19.
Correct. But just
Yes.
just get a jab and we'll be okay lah.
Yeah lah. But
Right.
for me, not the first generation lah. If you want to go first, go
Oh,
ahead.
right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know whether I grow a hand on my face or something like that. Right. Oh my God. Hey, but Azrin, Captain Azrin, it's so lovely to talk to you again. I'm so happy for you to hear that
Yeah.
you got you're back flying, even though it's only once a month right now. But I'm happy that you got your wings back, and I'm happy things are doing well at the stall as well.
Thank you, JD.
Keep those wings, keep on flying, but keep that laksa going as well.
Yes, thank you. Of course.
Now, we really hope you enjoyed that discussion. Now, if you want to watch the full conversation, please do click on one of the links right here. And of course, please do comment as well. But most importantly, remember, don't be a dick.